Hey everyone, I'm rather incoherent, and this is the Culprit Leviathan. Hi, guy. You're a little bit derpy. Are you okay? I'm back with more modded Subnautica. He's here now. And the keen-eyed monkey may have noticed my sea moth icon over there. I've done a little bit of rebuilding off camera and come back. Looked around a bit to see where he lives, and he seems to have noticed me on my way back in. So, the best I can tell, I'm gonna give it a minute or two before I actually go down. This guy lives like 150 meters beneath the floating island, swimming in a broad circle pretty much around the entire thing. So it's very easy if you just come up to the edge to not get called by him. In fact, you probably won't. But if you swim directly up to this part like you do during this mission, you are incredibly likely to see him, as I have shown twice now. Now, let's listen to this PDA and see how this Leviathan's doing. It's been about a minute. Has that been long enough? I don't see him from here, but I want to get a view of him so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh, mate, you might not actually be able to see him. He's a little bit bioluminescent. Maybe he swims even further down than I thought he did. I don't see shit. I'm leaving. I assure you, he patrols around down there, and I'm just having a hard time seeing him. He's probably slightly out of draw distance at the minute. I'm surprised we couldn't see him, though. No, we won't be heading straight back to base. This sea moth isn't as good as our old sea moth. It's missing some bits. And to get those back, we're going to need to go to the Mushroom Forest, which is hard north from here. While I make the trip... Actually, no. Once we get there, I'll start that data pad and we can listen to Officer Keen's final words while I look for moonpool fragments in the Mushroom Forest. But no reason to make you watch me drive in a straight line to it. Actually, on the way over, I appear to have tripped over another life pod, or time capsule, rather. Let's see what it's about. I should have scanned it. What do we have? Letter from Lee Moo. I wish you a safe and happy time on this planet. Good luck. And we have aerogel. Oh shit, he gave me a Aurora miniature. I now have a much better idea of what I should be putting in my time capsules. I need to put all my pointless knickknacks in there. I greatly appreciate that. The Aurora miniature is the best toy. Alright, we've arrived in the northern Mushroom Forest, hereabouts on the map, and we're going to explore for a little bit looking for moonpool and Cyclops fragments. We're very close to a full Cyclops at this point, but the main thing we're here for is the moonpool. Because we need that if we're going to rebuild all the modules we just lost. Oh, I didn't listen to either of Keen's voice logs.
This is Aurora, come in. This is Keen. Life pod detached to Cape Planet, fall in 30 seconds. The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there. Understood, but they are your responsibility now. Don't let them down.
Captain, you need to evacuate.
Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent.
Captain!
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen.
Hey, there we go, moonpool fragment.
Activity.
So, something that occurs to me.
Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe.
30
Keen.
seconds.
Out.
Oh shit! The Goldberg Leviathan they added is the Leviathan that they should have encountered that wasn't there in the base game. Yeah, that's really good. I like that a lot. The other thing that I was realizing, and they sort of answered it just now, if they need to repair the long-term scanners, or long-range scanners rather, doesn't that imply that they already did somehow before us and died, like, coming back from the Aurora to the Reapers there? Because we got messages from, like, the main base, and the answer is apparently no. They were just wrong about that, and the long-range scanners were actually fine, because evidently we could already get that information. We just didn't need to repair it. Oh, it's a new type of clown pincher. We'd better make sure to grab you. I don't think I have a ribbon ray in my aquariums either. I certainly don't have one in my scanner log. Have I actually scanned a jelly ray? I don't believe I have. No, I have not. I found an egg of one of these during the log, so that's like the main thing I actually care about in this biome. You know, other than the moon pool. The moon pool might be the real main thing, but... my inventory is kind of close to full. I'm just gonna head straight back to base. Before I forget again, we're making this thing yellow. I keep looking at the fact that it's blue and being like, oh, why'd I do that? But I'll see you guys back at base, hopefully with a moon pool. Something that just clicked for me. He says we were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator, but he's the only person in the second log. So, CTOU died to the Leviathan-class predator between logs. It's not important, and it doesn't really matter. But for some reason that never clicked in my brain before that was a piece of information the game had given us. Hey, our aquarium's full of tiny little guys now. We should probably scan that crashed fish. It's the only one in the game that's not going to be a problem to scan. And we can give them their new jellyshroom friends. Or sorry, jelly ray friends. Which sounds like the worst country band in the world. Over here, while I'm scanning this membrane tree, I'm a little ways beneath my base. I've decided to set up the area I would be planting all those seed samples in if they hadn't all fallen to the bed of the ocean when that Leviathan attacked me. But I can still plant that membrane tree and the kelp seeds. And the whole reason I got distracted with that is because I needed lubricant for the moon pool. Which is now finished. Dock this bad boy, we can finally change its color, give it a name, but possibly far more importantly, we can realize that we're not connected to the base and rebuild it somewhere else. What's going on here? Okay, this time it actually connected. Apparently I just was like slightly too far away or something the first time. And now with that done, we can, for real, put down the vehicle upgrade console. I don't know or care what it takes for getting the resources one way or another. And it looks like we're able to build it as is. So, first, I guess we do need to make this thing bright yellow so that we never miss it again. Name can be black, interior can be black, stripe can be white. Red maybe? A brighter red? They all look very rusty. Even this doesn't look very red. I'll go with black. We can just do that. It's fine. As for the name, I'm always tempted to go for Scooty Puff Jr. and Sr. It's a damn good reference. Honestly, I'm just naming it Seamoth 1. I'm interested to see how many we lose over the course of this. Oh, well that's disingenuous, isn't it? That would mean that your name is Seamoth 2. Yeah, that's what I want to name them. I'm gonna forget all the times that I've lost them over the course of this. Now, far more importantly, we can use this. We can make storage modules. We can make depth modules, and we can make the first one. Good. I don't care about that. The perimeter descent system I'd be very interested in, but we can't make polyaniline right now, and I'm not quite sure how we do. The torpedo system is a bit of a useless thing for me. The Seamoth sonar system will be very relevant for actually spotting Reapers before they're a problem. So I think what I'm probably looking at is, like, not even using storage modules, maybe just having one to use sonar and perimeter defense. But I definitely am having at least one, and we can upgrade this back to the same point it was at previously, or I guess more accurately, the same point the previous one was at. Now, I still don't have anywhere near the amount of lithium I need to make this. I have one plastic ingot, and I think I need 4 for all that. So the question becomes, what are we doing next? The goal was to get lithium. Normally at this point in the game, I would just not be worried about lithium, and I'd go do the jellyshrooms for magnetite and to upgrade the scanner room and for anything else that requires magnetite, like these Autosort lockers. And that does sound nice, but I want to get this stuff up and running, so instead I want to go get some lithium. And I believe the best bet for lithium is actually going to be the mountain. And I haven't dropped a beacon there anyway, so I'll see you in about a minute once I've gotten over there in my Seamoth. Actually, I'm not really exploring anywhere new, I'm not doing anything dangerous. I'll just super Seaglide over there, it'll be faster. Alright, we've made it to the mountain, and as I recall, not necessarily here, but coming up the walls on the shore, there are huge amounts of lithium. There's other stuff. What is this? Mobile vehicle, I don't care. But mostly, there's just massive quantities of lithium, and I guess we're going to be putting that theory to the test. That's what my memory says, but I could easily be wrong. I know I can go inside it. Yeah, I briefly freaked out because A, there's a Reaper, and B, if there is a Reaper, I don't want to be negating it with Super Seaglide. But no, it's much further away, ignore the screams. I'm pretty confident that somewhere around here there is massive amounts of lithium, and I don't have to go above the surface for it. What's this? Nuclear reactor? Oh shit. That's actually relevant to my interest. So far I am seeing... Man, I am legitimately much more spooked by Reapers, because I used to be like, you hear them scream a lot, but that doesn't mean anything. And no longer knowing their aggro radius, I'm like, man, maybe if I can hear them scream... Oh, hi, Twisteel. Incredibly stealthy predator to that. Now when I hear them scream, I legitimately don't know if they're actually going to do anything or not. Is this the cave with the purple tablet, or am I somewhere else? I have no idea what cave I'm in. Oh, you know what? This is probably... Yeah, I've attracted the Reaper's attention. This is the one that's just in the middle of the island. Every time I've ever been in here, the Reaper started screaming at me. Thankfully, he's not over here where I came out. I have to go up onto the island, I think. That's fine. It'll take a bit longer to get home than I had planned, but it's not a big deal. Because I know I can get all the lithium I'll need on the surface. Stop being dramatic, you're not drowning. So, this is the other island, the one that we're supposed to go to watch the sunbeam get destroyed. We sort of slept through that little event. Oh, I should actually be planting a bulbo tree somewhere, I've just realized this. And probably other plants. I need to make a trip back to the floating island, oh no. It's fine, what are the odds we get murdered over there? I think it's a broken tablet over here, and I don't actually need to pick it up. Yeah. I know there's one in the water in the little cave beneath me. I just went to the wrong cave by accident, so I am going to dive back into the water real quick and go figure out where that's at. Yeah, he's not over here, it's fine. He never is, but... New aggro radius has me shook all the time. Now, where is this place? Is it this cave? It probably is. Yeah, there's the purple glow. This is what I was looking for originally. Now, can I get samples of, like, all these plants? I know it's not what I'm here for, but I should be doing that. Yep, I've got cave bush and violet bow. Was that violet bow that I just got? I think I'm losing my mind. Yeah, it was. You're trying to dump me out next to a Reaper, don't you dare. Found some lithium though, so that's nice. Doesn't look like there's really any other plants in this biome, it's just tons of those too. There's the Reaper screaming. Saw the twisty and I was like, shit, is the Reaper here? Heart dropped for a second. Twisteel, please stop. There are real super predators on the loose and you're spooking me. Okay, this is, I think, roughly where I want to drop the beacon, because I should be coming up very near the surface. Or near the main exit. Why am I having such a hard time describing this? This is near the main direction that I would normally come to this place from. This is the mountain. At this point, I believe I've got, like, all the main markers I would ever use to triangulate from. I've got the Aurora's bow, the stern, the Nagassi Grand Reef, the mountain, the floating island. I think those are like the big major landmarks that I've used to navigate around in the past before I had maps or compasses. Well, not the Nagassi sea base, but that's just something that needs to be marked for future navigation when I'm underneath this area, like in the Lost River. I'm just trying to orient myself towards the Grand Reef. I'm gonna go through there last. There's really nothing in there for us. I guess since we came here via Super Sea Glide, it's probably faster to leave through the teleporter. That might be true. And I think to do anything else inside, we need to go up here. Ah, shit. I need a ion cube when I reach the top of the mountain, so I do want to do this first, even though it feels silly, because I'm going to swim right back to here at the end. But yeah, we go in here first. How much inventory do I have left? Not as much as I'd like, but plenty. Oh, I can scan this. Didn't even think about it. Can I scan birds? I can.
Scans indicate performing structural analysis.
Got him. Riveting gameplay. 10 out of 10. Game of the year. Sometimes I look at what I'm doing in Subnautica and I'm like, why do I like this game so much? Everything that's not in the water, it's like I'm playing a different, tremendously worse game. But everything in the water is so good, they'll forgive it all of those faults in an instant.
Attempting translation.
And at least the first time through a lot of the stuff on land, there's this tremendous sense of mystique carrying things. But now on future runs, it really does feel like a chore. Like, no, it's time to go to land again. Which is a big part of why I'm like very hesitant to replay Below Zero, as I know so much more of that game is on the land.
Unknown language. Attempting translation. Your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
As far as egregious plot contrivances go, I feel a little bit off-put that my PDA is able to translate anything the aliens are doing. Like, that is very, very ridiculously high fantasy. Like, there's a point where your technology is so great that it's indistinguishable from magic, and that's basically just the PDA casting tongues. That is ridiculous. I understand the aliens are such a large part of the lore that if you couldn't translate what they were doing, you'd have no idea what any of this was. You wouldn't know how for sure to get off. The stalkers would be a lot weirder, or the warpers rather. But at the same time, I think I'd rather just legitimately not know anything the aliens were doing. Which would create a slight problem of like, how are you going to cure the Kara, I guess, if you can't translate what they're doing? Actually, no, it wouldn't, because the only thing you do to cure the Kara, in reality, is telepathically communicated to you by a psychic sea emperor. There is legitimately nothing you need to translate from the aliens. Then again, the idea of like visually telling this story in a succinct way is very, very difficult, and I think a lot of people would prefer this and not be bothered by it the way I am. And mostly I'm rambling to fill the air as we walk up here to get stabbed. On the whole though, I generally don't mind the PDA being able to translate stuff. It's a thing where it's like, what's it called, refrigerator logic? Later on it bothers you, but in the moment you don't really pay attention to it.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine.
Oh, wait a second. No. There is a archway gate in the back there, but I don't need to go to it because it's completely inactive right now. It's the one that you take to get out of the Sea Emperor's cage, right? No, that one's down here. Does it take you back from like the containment zone near the lava dragons? It definitely takes you back from an in-game place, but I'm forgetting which one. Regardless of which one specifically, I'm safe. Okay, no, that's not what I meant. I don't need to go there. I'm safe is just what I want to be true. Based on where I am now, I should be safe from the Reaper. The Reaper hugs the other side of the mountain. I'm far away from the mountain on a different side, so I have a hard time imagining how this results in me getting eaten, but it could. It is! It's fine. Just keep swimming. Run the second you hit shore. The fuck? That was definitely the attack roar. Why are you over here? And where are you? I mean, I'm not going back in to look. I'm good not knowing. But, yeah, no, he's not actually surfacing. He's just here to give me a good spook and leave. Alright, fair enough. I was reasonably confident that the Reaper, in the base game, I'm sure it's true, the Reaper will never attack you when you're leaving there and coming back to the mountain. It is presently no longer true. Evidenced by that. Dear Lord. Not a fan. You know what? I actually do like the way the front of the Aurora looks after it's destroyed at night, but you're so rarely in front of it that you never get to appreciate how much work went into the whole glowing fires aspect of it. Now I'm running back out here because I legitimately don't know if I can scan this giant gun tower. It looks like no. The mountain looks so small, and you wouldn't think about to get lost in cave systems inside of it. It doesn't seem like it's as big as it's going to be on the inside, because I get disoriented and lost every time I come in here. Speaking of, I know that I'm not going to be using all these medkits. I don't need this lead. Everything else I'll keep. This thermoblade is actually useless to me. I'll toss it on the ground. I appreciate other things in that life pod, or that time capsule, but that's not anything useful to me. Alright, there is another purple tablet in here, a teleporter, loads of shale and lithium. Those are what we're here for. Let's see if we can't do it in a timely fashion, if we get disoriented and kill ourselves immediately. That's an entrance back out somewhere else, it doesn't really matter to me. Okay, so in my lost footage, I absolutely tried to dive into the pool, hit a stalagmite, and died. We won't be repeating that one, though. We have a variety of reasons not to, namely that we've already gotten the stuff down there that we care about. Thanks, Crab, I really appreciate it. And also that our inventory space is too low to carry any additional resources anyway. But while I was here, I made that mental note of, wow, there's just tons of lithium, you should come back if you need that. And I think this is the right way to go to the teleporter. It's not, it's a dead end. Well, I'm gonna be surprised. So the right way requires me circling around ever higher then? We're going this way, not sure which. But I mostly care about all this lithium and shale. I should pick those to plant them. I can probably do that anytime I need shale or lithium now. I probably had to put that down. Yeah, I don't actually need those or the bulbo tree, so when it comes time to drop stuff, I can make a trip to the floating island. I have to do that for, like, Ming plants anyway. So, yeah, that'll be a sensible thing to do. We can drop the seeds and just head back. You know, I'm finding a lot less lithium here than I said I'd be finding. Is this the arch? No, this is just a weird hole in the wall. The arch must be in the top of this cave system, then. Yeah, loads of shale lying around, but... oh, inventory's already full. I'm going to eat the bulbo tree, drop these seeds. Yeah, I need lithium now too much to be letting it slip past me because I'm getting seeds. Like, this is one of the main reasons we're here. We can't carry seeds instead of doing this. As much as I care about getting completionist stuff done and cool aesthetics, I have real major goals right now and can't be doing that. Although off-screen, between videos, I'll probably make a run to the islands again, get all the land fauna in the game, plant those inside my base. But for now, they have to be left on the floor. We'll probably find some sort of resources on the other side of the teleporter, right? Surely it's not completely barren in there. Also, I actually don't know that I've ever gone down in this room. I didn't know there was a down to go. I guess room isn't the right word for it, but you know what I mean. Inventory full. I'm sure I have a lot of useless garbage. Actually, no, I have mostly lithium. I'll drop a diamond for this lithium, and we'll go start the teleporter. And there is more lithium here to be gotten. That's a good thing to note for when I go do those plant runs to grab more lithium by going to the teleporter. I actually do not recall how you get to the teleporter on the other islands. Like, I know it's there. I've gone to it from here many times. But I think this would be the first time I've ever actually gone through it on the other side to get back, if I do. And I have no idea how you do that. Let's turn this on and see where it takes us exactly, because apparently it's a little bit complicated to get to. My scanner icon is reminding me that I should have scanned the teleporter device I just went through. Okay, scan this. Technically, I can harvest one piece of lithium on my way out, but that seems kind of unnecessary. Am I facing the wrong way to leave? Yes. So there's a path spiraling up. But where does this take you out? I know it overlooks that little inlet and you can dive out into a pond, but if I wanted to get in here and not just jump out of here, yeah, like what do you do instead of that? Because I've always jumped out right there. That explains why I don't know how to get back. I've never taken a path that could go back. My home is there, the floating island marker is there. 104 and, okay, so 100 and 500 are the numbers you're looking for. There's a little cave. To access this bit of land, it's going to be opposite the side that has the multi-purpose room and the farms. Okay, I think I can remember all that. I think I can do that. Now we just hope that the Gulper Leviathan doesn't kill us on our way back. To that end, let's use this first aid kit. I don't know that he doesn't one-shot me, but I strongly suspect that he one-shots me. Now, with all this lithium, I think that we can complete... No. Not even a little bit. Is it because we're out of titanium, or is it because of something else? We might be far enough away that it's not able to pull from all of our lockers or something, but I think we're actually out of titanium. I can't make titanium ingots, and it looks like I legitimately just don't have the titanium required. Inventory's full immediately. I don't know what I was expecting. Yeah, I have a total of 9 titanium. I need 3 ingots at least to finish what's left. So it's going to be a quick scavenging trip to one of the wrecks for me. I'll see you shortly. Something I'm interested in, if you're willing to comment about it below. Would you be interested in seeing a video of just the gathering loot? Because there's always gathering to be done in this game. I usually cut out the repetitive, frankly, gathering trips. Do people want to see that, or are you just glad to not have that in any video? I found another life pod, or every time, why do I keep calling them that? I found another time capsule. Not what I'm looking for. Hey, Stalker, could you not, though? If you're just filled with plasteel ingots, that would be pretty nice. Well, if they do have ion batteries in it, I don't want it. And if they don't, I don't need it. So either way, we're not taking that. And we'll read his message later when I'm not slowly drowning trying to get stuff. I just found this life pod. I was like, whose life pod is this? And then I realized it was mine. It's been a while. Alright, taking a look at my resources, I can see I have a lot of diamonds that I don't really need and a lot of gold that I don't really need. I don't know exactly how much of either I'm going to need in the future, but those are probably the most valuable resources I presently have, so those are what I'm going to throw into my ore processors, which I've just finished. Now, it does raise a question, are these powered? Are these part of the base? Press F to turn device on, off. Oh, I need my debit card on me, I think. Very silly statement to make, but I think that's the case. Hello, I have an account. Apparently I do not have an account. Cool, please don't take this away from me again.
Account. You can now order goods and services from enabled Altera Hub catalogs. Ores deposited in an Altera or consumer will add credits to your account.
Okay, there we go.
The Altera depot holds your deliveries for pickup, so a convenient location is preferable. The Altera transport drone terminal recharges the transport drone while it delivers your order. Please route base traffic accordingly. Please contact your project supervisor if any of these items are not available. For more information on these devices, please see the Altera Hub Encyclopedia on the FC Studios PDA.
I imagine I'll get plenty more gold and diamonds over the course of the game, and we just need a little bit of this to start this up before it can start generating resources on its own with other things that we can buy. Let's add ores to this. Oh, what the hell? Can I just keep shoveling ores in? What's going on? That was weird. I mean... Wait, warning what? Warning, this device may cause nausea from vibrations. That's already there, though. We're okay. Yeah, so I'll just set both of those to max. I don't really care about the power drain. Speaking of, I've been thinking for a while, this place really should have a few more solar cells. Alright, so that'll be a lot more power for steady generation. I am missing one early game fish. I need a whole fish. I'm probably going to have to go to the Seychelles to find one, but he's not currently in my aquarium. I messed that up. With all that done, the next thing I want to do is actually build this scanner room. I'm not going to leave it here. I'm going to take it apart and take it with me. We need copper ore and gold. Well, I'm pretty sure that means I'm out of copper, because I know I didn't take all of my gold, right? Yeah, that gold right there. And I am actually completely out of copper, to no one's surprise. So that'll be another gathering trip for me. So this crash fish hasn't realized I'm here yet, because I super sea-glided it in. The game is just struggling to catch up. There it goes. Got that whole fish I was talking about. So a real issue I'm having is that I legitimately do not remember what I needed copper for. The scanning room. Cool. Glad it's unfinished and caught my eye, because otherwise I would not have remembered this. I completely forgot this was a goal I had. Alright, good. Let's pop inside and see if we're able to make any upgrades for it. I rather doubt we can. What we're probably doing instead is making a very basic base, and then putting that base in a box. Yeah, all of the upgrades take magnetite basically, except for speed, which more or less doesn't matter to me. I'd rather not use the silver. So I'm just making a base and putting it in a box then. Oh wait, my base is collapsing a little bit. Slap some reinforcement on something. Now I have to go through the whole base until I forgot what broke. I'm sure there's more than just the one. Oh god, there's too much base. It's taking forever to fix all this. Why did it break so quickly? Lesson learned, if I'm going to make a base in a box, slap down some reinforcements first, or I guess more accurately, if you're gonna make anything, check the whole strength. Ah, my bed's ruined. All my posters are ruined.
Draining systems initiated.
Yeah, so it says that a lot when you repair things, but it doesn't mean anything. I do totally have to run around the base and fix every single hole. Absolutely disgusting. We can't ever let this happen again. I think I've gotten everything. I don't know that for sure, but I feel like I've gone through the whole base at this point. Yeah, the water level's dropped up here. We're good. The base is slowly righting itself. We're gonna go ahead and slap down another reinforcement to avoid that happening in the future. Finish this hatch, and then continue on with our base in the box. Our base in the box will need power, and our best bet for that's going to be a bioreactor. I don't believe I'll need any reinforcements. I think we're good. I think I just need the bioreactor, the scanner room, and the multi-purpose in the hatch. So it's time to clear out my inventory, and then disassemble all of this to bring with me. Before I go, though, I've been messing around for a while. Let's see how this ore processing stuff is coming along. We have this. It's currently processing stuff. It's got a lot of other stuff pending. It's made 15,000. Oh, it hasn't made that yet, though. Power 0. Well, let's figure out how to make power transmitters and not moving them. That's stupid. Let's just move them instead. There's stuff in them. I can't do that. Power relays it is. Now, I don't know what the range of these are. Is this close enough to get a line? Doesn't look like it. Oh, alright, so if it is close enough, I'll get a line like this. Okay, so all of these need to come to a single point to be transmitted along. And then we have to drag them around. Oh, wait. I only needed the one. Apparently they have a much longer range than the power source itself, but I don't want it built here. I'm glad I bothered to check and realized it wasn't working. Yeah, I want it built here. Now it's coming this way, it's going there. Perfect. Now, one of you is still red. There, they're both on, they're both powered. Embarrassing mishap handled, and next time I'm gonna actually start working on that system. But this time, we're done here. It's time to get ready to go to the Jellyshroom Caves. We're going on the world's worst vacation. We won't be needing to take our debit card with us. And with all of that stuff disassembled, we're ready to get in our sea moth and finally go explore the jellyshroom caves. I do think that'll be next time, though. I don't know how long the video will actually be. I've done a lot of gathering off camera at this point. But I've been going for an hour and 10 minutes now. So I think once we've assembled our base in the jellyshroom caves, we're going to call it for today, and next time we can tackle the jellyshrooms. Today really was just getting the moon pool and miscellaneous gathering, wasn't it? So the entrance to the jellyshrooms we're going to be taking is right here. I haven't really explored it properly. I'm surprised I have anything marked in that biome, but let's get headed down. We were supposed to be doing this much earlier. We just had to take a big detour to get a moon pool and a new sea moth, and then we wanted to get our FCS stuff going up earlier. Now, I don't know precisely where I should be building a base here that's the most safe from crab squids. Is that the Nagasi base over there? No, it's just glowing. I would like to find a location that's a little bit further in so it's not scanning wastefully, and a little bit far away from any crab snakes. That second one might be a pipe dream, so I'll settle for here. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm unsafe, but the crab snakes aren't actually accosting me in any way. I thought they would be. There we go. It's having a hard time getting it to do this. Getting the scanner room to snap onto something is always a little bit finagly, especially if it's your first building, so you're not quite sure what the orientation of the grid is just yet. We'll need to catch some random fish real quick. Hey there, Eyes. I've got terrible news. I will scan you. Oh, you're not Eyes, you're Oculus. Alright, that one belongs to the biter, I guess. I think that's the sound of angry crab snakes, but I'm sure I'm fine. Why would anyone hate me? Alright, there's lots of reasons I can think of. I've just built this awful wreck in their home. That's a good start.
Only. Oxygen production offline.
Okay, we're going to build the bioreactor facing the scanner room, I guess. And then we're going to throw a set of Oculus into this thing. We're not going to set this to scan just yet. I like it having power. We need the bioreactor to fill up before we start a scan. We're going to need more Oculus, and I need a bit of titanium as well to build some plant pots for marble melons. I just assumed I'd be able to do that and didn't need to bring anything with me. That could be very untrue. Got my first piece of magnetite already. Love this place. Is there actually, like, almost no titanium here? Why'd I bother making a scanning room? It's just everywhere. I should scan it at some point, though, instead of just picking it up every time. I don't know how to juke crab snakes. I've basically never been attacked by them. I don't have any practice with this enemy type, so when it does finally decide to do something, it's probably just gonna get me. I guess I should be testing all the new fish for bioreactor fuel. It's just like it doesn't matter. I've never been the type of guy to make a Reginald farm because they're good to throw in a bioreactor. It's just so unnecessary. I can get infinite solar power whenever I'm making something in a temporary base like this. You just grab whatever fish are around. Have I gotten any titanium? Like, literally none. Gross. I mean, I can eat fish. I can manage. But I would very much like to get titanium. Oh, the Nagasi base is right here. Huh. That's like the main thing you'd come here for. And the real main thing you come here for is this stasis rifle fragment. So suddenly I feel like I can take on Reapers, provided we're actually able to make this. I'll explore the Nagasi properly next episode. For now, I'm gonna head back to my base, start the scanner for magnetite. I don't know why I bothered making the scanner room. I could just apparently just come down here, it's fine.
30 seconds.
This is so weird to me that I don't seemingly have the ability to find titanium down here at all. I didn't realize this was an area without any sort of titanium outcrops. That's so strange. Huh. Well, I'm gonna throw some more fish in the bioreactor, start the scanner, and between episodes I'm gonna deposit everything I've got in so far. Oh, I thought this only had 4 slots in it. For big things, it only has 4 slots, yes. Alright, let's gather a lot more fish. But yeah, I'm gonna fill that with fish, start the scanner. And between episodes, I'll drive back to the other base, deposit all the magnetite I've already got filled in my inventory, pick up some titanium to make this a better temporary home. Generally with these scanner room bases, I always leave them intact and just take the scanner room and its upgrades with me because that's the expensive part. The rest is just titanium, which presently appears to be impossible to acquire. I should probably bring back a sample of a jellyshroom with me as well. Alright, yes, I've got to do the terrifying thing now. I have to go brave the tops of mushrooms and look down into them, because that's how you get jelly snake eggs. And, there might just be a full-grown angry jelly snake in there. They're not called jelly snakes, they're called crab snakes. Calling them jelly snakes is still somewhat appropriate, and it makes them feel much less threatening. Alright, do I have like 12 fish yet? Definitely. So now we can fill up this bioreactor and call it an episode. I've been rather incoherent. This has been sort of a setup episode, getting FCS Studio stuff up and running, getting our scanner room set up, a base in a box, rebuilding our sea moth, getting down here, getting a moon pool. Next episode, we're going to conquer the jellyshroom caves, and where to next, I'm not sure. But this one probably will not take a full episode. It's a relatively small biome. Gonna save one to bring back to my aquarium. And while I leave, I'm gonna let the scanner run and look for more magnetite. That's not how you use the scanner. Over here, we can see it's probably scanning for fragments above us. Scanning for stalker teeth is valuable, and I'll be doing that above ground much later. Magnetite is what you're here for. Now, to make these upgrades, actually, since I can't find anything other than magnetite in this biome, I need to bring 3 copper ores back. Why 3 and not 4? I need to bring 4 copper ores and a computer chip back with me, but that's all for next episode. For now, I'm done. I've been rather coherent. I hope you've been enjoying the series. I've been having a great time back in Subnautica, and I'll see you in the next one.